Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to the Muslim Game Changers podcast, where we bring you inspiring stories from the best and brightest of the Muslim world. I'm your Hussein, and I'm very excited to take you on a journey of discovery featuring high-profile Muslim leaders from all around the globe. Welcome back to your favorite podcast, Adhan. Believe me, guys, it was super hard for me to fetch someone from the land of the rising sun. So I'm particularly grateful to God for this one. Really excited to have Nizam Uddin with us today. Nizam is a data scientist with over 5 years of experience. An example of notable achievement, he led a project on crafting an exhaustive guide to machine learning quality management, featuring diverse AI-based system quality management examples. Let us soak in the quote that inspires our brother. Your risk will come your way no matter who tries to stop it. Just do your best and have tawakkul in Allah. Really a beautiful quote. We're excited to have our brother Nizam today on the show. Thank you so much, my brother, for being here today. Assalamu alaikum, Nizam. How are you doing today?
Wa alaikum assalam, brother. Thank you so much for your invitations. And I'm really honored and feel very happy to be here.
The honor is mine. Honestly, the honor is mine. And like I said in the introduction, I really wanted someone from Japan. For the audience, I just want to drop a statistic. I think Nizam and I are individuals which are motivated by statistics. Islam represents 0.15% of the population of Japan. It's one of the smallest minority faith in Japan. So just envision how hard it was to get someone from Japan. Brother, if you could tell us first thing, where were you born and what has been the journey to where you are currently based? A few words maybe also on your family journey. This would be amazing.
Okay, thank you so much, brother. So basically, I'm from Bangladesh. I born in a small town called Feni. It's a division of Chittagong in Bangladesh. And my schooling was in Chittagong city because my father was in Chittagong. He was a government officer in Bangladesh. And I studied there my schooling, college, and the university. I graduated from computer science and engineering. And after my graduating, I joined as a teaching assistant in my university. So I worked there as a 6 month and I do my research also there. And I published one paper on that time. It was like application of deep learning. So after that, actually, I was trying to, apply for a PhD in USA, like taking the preparation for that. But in the meantime,
amazing.
Yeah, in the meantime, actually, what happened? I got a job offer from a Japanese company. So I was applied there when I was in 8th semester in my university. So that company came in Bangladesh and taking campus recruitment for who have the experience of machine learning, deep learning, statistics things. So as I have a research, experience in my undergrad times, so I applied through this paper, and actually they were really happy to like invite me because my work was kind of related to their, domain. So I applied in last semester and I got accepted there. And basically it has some story. Like we applied like more than I think more than 200, 300 people from around different university from Bangladesh. And we first page we got chance 100 people in like for Viva.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then second stage they took a written exam and we got selected 25 people in that company, and I was there. And after that selection, they took 3 month training and we did almost 6 projects on that training. After that training, actually they selected 11 people total because who have the maximum highest mark they selected basis of their evaluation. So I was the first 5 people who selected for Japan because my marking was in first 5. So me along with 4 other guys, we selected for that company and we came Japan in 2019, June 2019.
For someone who was born in a Western country, it's easier to make studies, etc. But I know that it's way harder elsewhere, and maybe you can inspire some people with your family journey, that your father was a gunman, etc. And then you got accepted in a Bengali university. What was the challenges you faced, and how you were in a mentality to try to be like, for instance, you said you were in the top 5 at the end of the process. How were you thinking to try to really make it in this huge jungle where everyone is fighting?
It was difficult, but I was the youngest in my family, to be honest. So I got a lot of inspiration, not only my father, but also from my mom. Actually, she is a housewife, but she always prayed every time for us, like doing good
Amazing.
and helping every stuff. My mom have actually very big role in my life because my father died actually when I was 16 years old.
Allah.
Yeah, he died suddenly. Actually, he was like 53 years old that time.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
he suddenly died, and but he actually always inspire us. Like when I was in school, my father always come and teach me mathematics. I actually never go like doing private and any other thing because my father always teach me English, mathematics, and the Arabic things also. My father was really super brilliant guy actually.
Amazing.
So I learned maths, English from my father, to be honest. I can do different kind of math with my mouth. Even I don't need to write because my father teach me some way. I just guess it in my mind, actually. So he has a very huge role for me. And after that, when my father died, actually my mom take responsibility of my family. So he actually build up my other brothers also. I have two brothers. They work in finance industry in Bangladesh. They are a banker. So my big brother work in Islamic bank in Bangladesh, and
Amazing.
so we had a very big role of my mom. And after my university life, actually my university helps me a lot because when I admitted to the university, my university have actually three campus. One is IIUM, International Islamic University, Malaysia. One is International Islamic University, Chittagong, and one is Islamic University, Pakistan. So they have actually three collaboration university. So from when I admitted to the undergrads, we have a programming competition club, we call computer club. So we learn programming from there actually. So I used to go to different competition, NCPC, ICPC, and other competitions, also inter university competitions. I used to go there. So I learned mainly coding from there actually.
Amazing.
Yeah. So we have a lot of competition inside our university. So first 4 semester I learned mainly coding, and after that, when I was 5, 6 semester, I was trying to learn different kind of tools for like which is suitable for industry. So I like web programming, also Python, Java, this kind of stuff. And when I was like 7 semester, I think 6 semester, I was trying to reach some of my teacher who do PhD in different university. So I was just mailing them for giving me opportunity with working in their labs. So one of my teacher actually he said you can work with me in my lab. So I just go with him, and I just 6 and 7 semester I just learn by with him different kind of how to write paper, how to read paper, how you can do like coding things into your research things. So in the meantime, when 7 semester finish, in the 8 semester we need to do a project, or you can do also thesis. So I choose thesis, and I published this paper in my 8 semester.
Mm.
So that was my university journey. Actually, it helps me a lot, to be honest.
Between the choice of like a PhD in the US and going to Japan, I suppose it was a very hard choice for you. But can you tell us what motivated you to make that choice where you are currently in Japan? Were there some pros and cons, and you said to yourself, okay, Japan seems like a better option for me?
It was really difficult for me because my most of the friend went to USA, but when I got this offer, I was, to be honest, really young. And I have also one of my uncles was in Japan in 90s period actually. He studied here in Japan. So I heard about lot of good things about Japan, to be honest.
Oh,
When I was young, I used to watch a lot of anime. To be honest, I watched Naruto. So there are a lot of anime I watches from Japan, and I also heard about like the safety issue. Also, I heard that Japan is very polite people. They are very safe. The people, area is very safe. So I was thinking why I can maybe go for 2 years later for PhD. I just need to get some experience. And also there was a issue. I was young. I just choose. I can earn some money also. Very young age. So I just choose Japan. So that time I never think a lot of things. But to be honest, there's some environment influenced me maybe in that time.
I understand. I understand now, and I can only relate. Naruto, like everyone loves anime. My friends also say I would have made the same choice, to be honest. I just wanted to know, there seems to be like some kind of connection because you just referred to your uncle going from Bangladesh to Japan. I had no idea such a. I knew that, for instance, in Southeast Asia, people go to Australia, US, Canada, UK, but or to the UAE, but to Japan, I was not aware that. Maybe you can tell us about the Bengali community in Japan, if there are other Bengali people in Tokyo.
Yeah, sure. Actually, Japan have huge opportunity for masters and PhD student. I have seen that in USA and other Western country, I have seen mainly USA, Canada, or Australia. It's really hard to get a scholarship in master degree only. You can get easily in PhD in USA, but in Japan they have the max scholarship. It's called monoboshu, something like that in Japanese language, but maxed in English. So I have seen like a lot of people from Bangladesh came for masters and PhD in Japan. They are doing amazing. I know last time I meet one of our sister. She joined as an assistant professor in a university.
Amazing.
Yeah. And also I know a Muslim woman from, Egypt. She was like our neighbor, and she got, best PhD paper reward from Japan in agriculture industry. There have a lot of Bangladeshi people also in Japan, and also I have seen a lot of Arabian people like from Egypt and other countries. So mainly people come with the Max Scholarship. Max Scholarship is very prestigious scholarship in Japan actually. From Bangladesh, most of the people came by that scholarship actually for a study. And also some people are now coming from for job purpose, like IT job only. So a lot of Japanese company going there, and they're taking recruiting a lot of people from Bangladesh because our IT industry is blooming a lot nowadays.
That's very interesting. One question which comes to mind is that, for instance, in the US, they have the H-1B visa, which is quite hard to get. Or the students, mostly, they choose to do their studies in the US, that they can stay in the US afterwards. What is the path? Because I have to be honest, I know nothing about Japan. Most of the audience also know nothing about Japan. They're mostly Europeans and North Americans. So what is the visa process for? Like, is it a visa that is tied to your employer? Or is there a path for you to get like the citizenship of Japan? What is it like?
Okay, so there have different parts actually. If you come as a student, you'll get a student visa. So depend on your how long your degree. Like if your master degree is 2 years, they will give you like 2 years or 2 years 3 months. So after finishing your degree, you can extend your visa for 6 months again, same for a job. So to be honest, in that 6 month, everyone get job. Finding job is very easy in Japan
Oh,
because they have lot of industry, lot of companies, but the people is like decreasing here. It's very easy to get job in Japan if you like have a degree in Japanese, or if you have just a Japanese language skill. And this is one way. So people coming for masters, you'll get a student visa. And nowadays, actually, as I said earlier, that people in Japan is decreasing. There are a lot of old people. Young generation is not too much here. So they are trying to take the people from like South Asian country like Bangladesh, India, Pakistan,
yeah.
or also Arabian country. So they are now, in Japan, I have seen that they are very good in mechanical, civil, this industry. They are state of art, very good. But in IT industry, they are not that level still, to be honest. So they are still, I think, behind India and China, I can say. Of course, USA, they are behind, but India and China, I think, in IT industry. So they are trying to, take that spot now.
Hmm.
So they're investing lot of money. Even I have seen, even I start a startup, little startup with one of my friends. So they are giving lot of money on startup company even. So we are also like trying to get some, funding on startup things. Japan is trying to bloom their IT industry. I would say if someone want to come in Japan for a study, it's easy to get job. And if he need any help, I can guide, inshallah. Any Muslim brother or sister want to come, inshallah, I can guide.
Inshallah.
So it's not so hard like USA. So if you like come B1 or B2 visa, you need to convert to job visa. I think USA little bit hard, right? But in Japan, it's not so hard. It's easy to get. Even you are university, people will take you from like, university, from the university company, go there and recruit you from there.
Amazing. One of the top audiences, the second one, is in Pakistan. So this is amazing, Nizam. I'm sure it's going to inspire a lot of people. And the age population, I was a bit aware that the population was aging in Japan. So there's less and less population. So they need essentially, in reality, Bengali people, Indian, Pakistan, they need them. Otherwise, their country is going to lose its power.
Yeah, right.
But one thing I really wanted to ask you about that. People, our brothers and sisters, they might wonder, can I go there not speaking Japanese? Can I actually like live fully, be happy with my life, just speak English? Or can I work, in a company just speaking English? I think these two, living and working, are some essential questions people would ask themselves.
Okay, that's a nice question. To be honest, if you want to live in Tokyo, I think you can survive with your English skill, because in Tokyo, a lot of people know English. Even a lot of Japanese people also know English. But if you go to outside of Tokyo, it's really, hard to survive sometime. But, Japanese people are very polite on this way. If they don't understand the language, they will translate you, they will help you a lot.
Ah, nice.
They will help you. Like if they have a work, like they will go for office. They just miss their office sometime, they will help you. But Japanese people are like what, they will not talk with you so much. But if you want any help, they help you from their heart, actually. So they're very helpful.
That's beautiful. The Japanese are very nice people. I admire and I can totally relate. When you were talking about Naruto, the soft power, I actually think the discipline they have, how it's clean, like the country is super clean. The people are very disciplined in the subway, in the streets. I think this is a soft power in itself. It's attractive to, see a country like this. I know what you think about this.
Yeah, they're very disciplined. Their education system is very good from when they are built from the young age. I can tell you a story, little bit of story, how they are honest and they are like, I can tell you, once a day, actually, I was in the station, actually. So I lost one of my headphone, the one pod from right side. I lost it, very small size.
Yeah.
So AirPod. So which station I don't know even, actually, to be honest. So I just was thinking maybe I lost it. I will not get it. So I just come, and I know that I have a one confidence that Japan, if you lost anything, you will get it. I know that. So I just thinking why not to just say it to the policeman in the station. So I go there and I just said that, hey, I lost my one pod. I don't know where I lost it. So he said that, can I get a picture of your another AirPod? I said, okay. So he just took it and he said, tomorrow, can you come to my station? I said, yeah, I'll come.
Tomorrow,
yeah, tomorrow morning in 7, he is saying. So I was saying that, okay, I can come because I go by metro always. So in the morning, I was thinking maybe in the night time, I was searching for in Amazon, like how I can like find new headphones. So I just come in the morning, I said, and I was really surprised. He just said that this is your headphone. I said, yeah, this is my AirPod. He said, yeah, I got it. Even the person who got it, he never come to like meet me. So I was really surprised, actually, to be honest.
I don't know, it's amazing.
In Japan, you can like open your house, you open your door, like you can go anywhere and nobody will come. I never seen. Most of the time I just open my door and go somewhere and come in the night. Nobody come.
Just for the little anecdote, I'm not gonna debate on the AirPods, but one day I was living in Germany before. I left my AirPods in a little area of the park where nobody goes, in a green area. I left it 5 minutes. I forgot it. I lost it. I went home and I lived just near the park. So I told myself, oh, I'm just going to go back, get the AirPod. Guess what? It was not there. So really, in Europe, there is no such thing as trust or anything. But I wanted to know, how would you assess your Japanese language skills? Is it something that you try to learn? And any tips on trying to, if it's the case, any tips on like learning Japanese? What are some of the best practices you use to learn?
Okay, so my Japanese skill is not also good so much, but I can give some suggestion who can want to come in Japan. So you can just start with first there have some level of Japanese N5, N4, N3, N2, and N1. N1 is the highest level, like native level.
Oh, okay.
So first you need to like take the exam of N5. So if you want to take the N5, there is a book called Minna no Nihongo. So you can you will find it in online also. You can buy it for any online shops also. So that book you can just start by learning, vocabularies. So learning vocabulary is very important, and also you can just learn grammar of the Japanese, very basic grammar. So that is the one thing. And another thing is you can go to the YouTube. You can find that like you finish this one chapter of vocabulary and you will get similar one chapter vocabulary of this chapter they're using as a conversation in the YouTube. So you just hear in listening same word, you will like learn it so fastly. So this is the way. And another thing is you can, watch as much as you can. Like,
Yeah,
if you hear a lot of things, your speaking will be good. If you write a lot of things, your reading. If you read a lot of things, your writing skill will be good. This is very correlated, right?
I will get in touch with Nizam afterwards to just put that boot camp in the link in the description so that you can refer to it. Inshallah, it will be in the show notes. Inshallah, my brothers and sisters. One question, Nizam. I said in the introduction of this podcast, the Muslim population in Japan represents less than 1%. Can you tell us, actually, maybe you can really make us dream or not, how is it living as a Muslim in Tokyo in particular? Maybe you can tell us in your company how they are feeling about you being Muslim. Do you feel that you're completely free to be yourself, or do you feel any type of friction or anything? Can you tell us about that?
Thank you so much. It's a nice question, brother. First, I'll go with the Japan and Tokyo experience as a Muslim, and I will go through my office. Okay.
Yes.
So if I told about the Tokyo, in 90s period, there was not lot of one or two masjid in Tokyo area, mostly.
Yeah.
But if you come now, Muslim people are, so many people coming and lot of masala masjid are making nowadays. So, every time in Tokyo, we can go to like masjid for praying our Friday prayer. And, Japan people are really good. They have no kind of racism without Muslim or other religion, to be honest. Even they are very interested on the religion. If you could tell me, even I know a lot of Japanese are now, converting to the Muslim.
Alhamdulillah.
I know in Japan, Tokyo, a lot of masjid now. Japanese people are, going to other masjid and other society for converting their brothers to be Muslim. So
amazing.
It's really nice. And in Tokyo, especially, is very nice because I don't have too much experience of other city because I was always in Tokyo. So I can say that if you come to Tokyo, you will get every station or 2-3 station later you will get a masjid or masala. You can pray namaz in Tokyo easily. Yeah, inshallah. And about my company, actually, for choosing Rakuten, one of the reason was like in Rakuten we have a lot of Muslim community. We pray inside of our office our Friday prayer. To be honest.
What? What the heck?
Yeah, I can send the picture also. No problem. So
amazing.
Yeah, they give us a one room, like 25 floor. They give that floor for us for praying only Friday prayer, and they give us a separate room for other prayer like other normal days prayer. This is just for namaz. You can pray the prayer room that call. It's little bit big and we always like go pray Johor Asar. And for women also there is another small room. Women can also pray.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I was really happy. Another things about my company, we have a free food option. So our office provide breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That's crazy, brother.
So in breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you can get halal food. We have a halal food options.
That's actually crazy.
We always take the halal food. So it's really amazing, actually.
For the people who might, I don't know North America how familiar they are with Rakuten. In Europe, it's quite famous. Rakuten, it's affiliated to Prime Minister
Right,
for the
right.
French people. You know, it's where we buy a lot of things. So just for the North Americans, in case they don't know, it's a gigantic tech company. Maybe you can sell just a few words about Rakuten. What is the company, etc.
So Rakuten is actually, we have 32 different kinds of business actually. It's a kind of fintech company, you can say. Okay. So we have an office in Europe, we have office in America, we have an office in Canada, we have a office in Singapore, India. We have like lot of office, different kind of. So mainly Rakuten in Japan, we have Ichiba. Rakuten Ichiba is the, Amazon of Japan. Everyone in Japan buy from Rakuten Ichiba actually, to be honest. And also we have like Rakuten Mobile, Rakuten Travel, Rakuten Bank, Rakuten Card, Rakuten Point. So Rakuten is a country itself. It has everything. If you come to Rakuten, you will get everything here.
Impressive.
We have Kobe for reading book. Rakuten Kobe is very famous.
I think it's like a Google in Japan a bit, no?
Yeah, it's kind of Google in Japan actually. So it has everything. So Viber is actually our product also. And also we have Rakuten Mobile. Rakuten Mobile is very famous. Biki is also social media, which is our product also. So we have different kind of business products. So mainly actually in Japan, Rakuten is very famous. So if you come to Japan, so everyone will talk about Rakuten. So there, everyone have like 5, 6 apps of Rakuten in their mobile. You will find every people. So it's a kind of very, very interesting. I also work with Friends team actually. We have an office in Aquafadas.
I see.
Yeah, so I work with them actually for almost 1.5 years.
Very interesting. The Google culture is very popular, so just I wanted to make that parallel because, for instance, they have free food, etc. It's really similar to the Google culture, which I really applaud. It's, I think for me, it's the best work culture. Very flat hierarchy, etc. It's very good. One thing I wanted to ask you, brother, is that you mentioned the masjids and for instance, maybe there are lots of halal restaurants which are popping up in Tokyo. One last question about this Muslim diversity. I wanted to know what type of countries are the most represented in that Muslims that you are seeing more and more in Tokyo? Is it like mainly, I don't know, people from Southeast Asia, or do you see also people from elsewhere? For instance, you mentioned an Egyptian, maybe there are some other people from other countries. Maybe you can tell us in the mosque, what type of nationalities do you see most?
Okay, so for Muslim, I could say like I have seen a lot of Indonesian people here.
Oh, amazing.
Indonesian people here. I have seen lot of Egyptian people also.
No way.
Egyptian peoples I have seen. I have seen lot of yeah, Bangladeshi people, lot of. I have also seen Pakistanis people actually. So and a lot of Indian Muslim also we have. I have
Very
seen
good.
mostly I think Indonesians maybe.
No, that's very good. You mentioned you were at uni, etc. Can you tell us how you prepared for the whole Rakuten exercise? What type of steps did you have in your interview process to land the job? Were there any particular exercise which were challenging that you think our audience should know to best prepare for it?
Okay, nice question. So Rakuten have different kind of recruiting system. One is fresh grade. Fresh grade is who are like just coming from the university. I joined as a mid career actually because I have already 2 years experience in a research center in Japan. And after that, I come to Rakuten actually. So in the mid career, actually, they have five actually interview process, five stage.
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah, lot of stage. So first one will be like CB. They will have a discussion with your CB in 1-to-1. They will invite you if they like your CB. And this is very simple. This is not hard. And the second step will be your coding test. They will take a coding test. They will maybe give you some coding problem, 2, 3, like this. or maybe 4. It depends on like hard problems they will give.
Okay.
So if it is really hard, they will give you two problems only. So if you could solve this, then you will go to the next step. Next step will,
Is it a timed exercise?
yes, there have some time for the exercise. You need to finish in that time. And after that, you will have a technical interview.
Okay, very good.
Okay, so which domain you will work? You have a technical interview with your manager and the team people, everyone. So almost that interview is really hard actually. The almost 4 people will like question you, will
Yeah.
lot of questions they will ask. I think it takes sometime 1 hour. For me, it takes almost 1 hour and 10 minutes or 20 minutes, I forget, but it takes a lot of time. And if they like you, and then you will go to like higher management, not the technical people. This is will be your higher manager kind of. So that is very easy questions that they will ask you about yourself, and just simple question, maybe 30 minutes. And the fifth one is HR interview. They will talk about your salary, your expectation and everything. Then they will like final you and give you mail about the joining letter and something like that. Yeah.
It's very curious because us, the salary expectation, etc., they do it on the first step in Europe because they don't, for instance, me, I don't want to waste time if they cannot pay what it takes, and them, they don't want to waste time. Like if we cannot afford you see what I mean? So that's why here they do it the first step. I prefer it that way personally, but then I guess it's also a cultural type of thing. Every country has its own way of doing things.
Yeah. Japan also have these things. You know, if you are a fresher, you know that the fresher have the salary structure is very constant. You know before,
Oh,
because if you go for a mid career, so you know depending on someone's skill, that you can like take high salary, right? So that's why mid career is different. But if you join as a fresher, fresh grad, then you know, like in Rakuten, fresh grad always get 5 million. Is we know everyone.
I see, I understand. Because it's also, for instance, for engineers, there's a specialized type of grade. You know exactly what you're going to touch each grade. So I think it's very well designed. One question I had for you, brother. I believe everybody has got a chance in life. One day I was watching a documentary about Bangladesh, and I was seeing those kids who do rickshaws, who are like at 14 years old, 15 years old. They work like almost 24 out of 24 hours to just save a bit of money that they can actually send back to their parents and grandparents because they have to take care of them and they have this responsibility as a child. This documentary marked me and I told myself, man, I'm so lucky. Like that the most important aspect is that people have hope, have dreams. And I was like, man, I hope this person has the dreams that they can achieve what they want to achieve. So I just wanted to ask a question. A guy who does rickshaw, like it's such a hard job. People don't really, maybe go see on YouTube, guys, see how hard it is. Does he get a chance in Bangladesh to actually maybe go to university and do studies? Or do you think it's very, very difficult to actually go, from a very deprived background to go from this to very big dreams? Do you think it's almost impossible, or do you think they can actually get a shot in Bangladesh?
Yeah, actually, it's a really very good questions and really heart-touching a story also. To be honest, in South Asia, if you see Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Nepal, and other countries, we have actually this problem because, we are most of the people, take money from us. Nobody gives us. If you saw in Europe and other countries, they take money from other countries. But everyone, like, if you see the Bengali region was the most richest region in 18th century. But everyone, like British came and other country came that took money from us.
Yeah.
We don't have this kind of, facility to make us that kind of situation. But in Bangladesh, actually, to be honest, our government, if you see now, Bangladesh economy is going very good. They are blooming a lot. If you see now in South Asia, Bangladesh per capita income is higher than India, Pakistan, Nepal, and other countries.
Alhamdulillah.
So we are doing really good, but on the basis of economy of some peoples who are working at day labor and this kind of field, this situation is not so good. But like in future, I think it will be really good because in Bangladesh, education is totally free. If you see.
No way.
Yeah, education is totally free. I never pay a single money in like school, college, and university. If you go to the government university, you just pay a very little money. very little. It is like 100 taka or something like that in a year, something like this. All are free in the university, school, college, and everything. But not everyone getting chance is really hard to the university because we have a lot of people, 160 million people in our country. So for that, it is not sufficient. But the thing is, we are improving actually. We are improving a lot. We are doing good in education and IT industry, garments industry. I don't know about, do you know about the Bangladesh garment industry? We are the second largest garment industry in the world after China.
Amazing.
So most of the companies coming Bangladesh and doing a lot of investment nowadays. I have seen my friends also. If you see 90s period in our country or 2005-6, I have seen lot of things, bad things, poverty, lot of things. But if you go to Dhaka now, you will like see something different. Yeah, there have some bad cases also, like poverty, these kind of things. But I think it will, in future, inshallah, it will be good, I think. I hope every Muslim country will do it, actually. We have a lot of issues, like you see, a war issue also coming, like Palestine, Lebanon, and other countries. So everyone is suffering a lot, only our Muslim peoples. I hope, inshallah, someday we'll be the superpower like where we were in our Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam period. So we'll go there, inshallah.
Inshallah, my brother. Amazing. I love your answer, brother. One thing is, you were born in Bangladesh. Now you're in Japan since a few years. Do you ever feel, and a lot of expatriates, people who leave their countries, they feel that they miss some things about home, their family is there, etc., their childhood friends. Do you ever feel a bit of loneliness in Japan, in this whole other culture where the people you grew up with are not here, the people you were at uni with in Bangladesh, they're not here anymore? Do you feel any bit of this? Or do you feel that now you have integrated, there are Muslims who make you feel at home in Tokyo? That would be very interesting.
Very importantly, to be honest, I will say from my heart, I miss the sound of Adhan in my country. In my country, every 5 times we got the Adhan in mic, right? It is not a Adhan actually. It was an inspiration. It was like giving you some sound for you need to go to masjid. Sometimes we cannot, to be honest, we cannot go to masjid because of work or other things. We need to pray in home sometime. Like we have a lot of issues.
Yeah.
But I miss that sound, to be honest, in the morning to like last time. So I miss a lot, and my country, brothers, sisters, everyone. So you cannot find these kind of things. But on the other hand, it is a good things like you can what I feel when I came to a non-Muslim country, what is important things I feel, not a Bangladeshi, I always feel that I am representative of a Muslim. So if I do a bad things, they will look, this guy is a Muslim and he do the bad things. So I cannot make a mistake and I cannot do things what makes my other Muslim brother bad face, right? So this is a very big things for me actually. So we Muslim community, we always try to, get together with each other and, we learn from each other. Every Saturday, Sunday and every Ramadan, we do a lot of program here in Tokyo. We kids come there and they learn a lot of things. So it was challenging when I first come from my country because I miss a lot of things. But after like 1 year, 2 years, I get a lot of Muslim friends, Muslim brothers, sisters, and it is become very good nowadays. You will happy to hear that in Tokyo now we have a Hafizi school. So where you can,
No way.
Yeah. Kids can learn Quran and memorize the Quran.
Amazing. Absolutely astonishing.
Yeah. It was really happy. I just in Tokyo area it is now. So I think inshallah in future it will be more good actually.
Inshallah, Nizam Jr. will be a Hafiz, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Maybe you will be the only person from Japan I will ever interview, so I really seize this opportunity. One thing is I wanted to know about the Japanese business culture. How does it differ? Now you have a global experience. You work with people from Europe. I think you work in a global company. It's implemented everywhere. You can see the differences, etc. How would you define the Japanese business culture? And as a data scientist, How do you think it's even more particular, to work in Japan as a data scientist?
Yeah, it's a nice question. So I have a opportunity to work with European and American people because as our company is global, we need to work with different countries people. But in Japan, actually, mainly their work culture is little bit different than other countries. In Europe or American people, I have seen they are very chill. They just work
Yeah.
sometime. French people especially. But my previous manager was from France actually. He was really chill. I never seen this kind of chill people in my life, but Japanese people are not like that, to be honest. In the office, like you need to follow 9 to 5:30 culture, and sometime you need to do overtime also some office, and you cannot go sometime. If boss not going, you cannot go from the office sometime. But in international company like my company, it's not like that. We can come anytime, we can go anytime. This is different culture. But if you come to a origin Japanese company, you have a very different atmosphere. But the good thing is in Japan, if you like time maintain and if you can show that you have a skill and you are asset to company will always help you. Company always like guide you. In Japan, one thing is your job is very permanent, very permanent. It will never go. If you join a company feel that this is my employee. Even if you don't have any skill, they will not tell you that you just go from my company. They will not fire you. Japan work ethic is very strong. Okay, they have a very good relationship with the employee and the company. Company feel that employee is my own people. That's why employee also feel that this is my company. So if someone work in my company Rakuten, they feel that this is my company. So in other company, you just always wanted to move other company, right? You can wanted to switch the company. In Japan, it never happened. So people when come to a company, they almost work 10 years, 20 years like this period.
Wow. I had this stereotype that they almost stay their entire life in the company, yeah?
Yeah, they will never go. They feel that this is my company. They always own it. This is their way actually. Company also own them. The company helps a lot. If you have like family issue, any problem, they will give you extra money for that. They like feel you as a family. So Japan, this kind of thing is very good in Japan, and also your job security is very high level. In USA, I have seen some of my friend actually lost job in Corona period. Japan, I never seen any person got fired from the company. They never fired you. This is very strong in this country, but also you need to maintain the other things. You need to come in time. You need to do your works very nicely. And Japanese people are very, very organized. To be honest, very organized. On time, very organized. You have to be like that. This is some challenge, but I think it's very nice.
Brother, we have this tradition, new tradition of like the previous guest ask the current guest a question. Well, the question is by Karim Chaudhuri. He is vice president in private banking at Butterfield Group. He asked, what advice would you give your 18-year-old self? I leave it to you.
Try every opportunity. Don't only see what people do. Try what you want actually. Try every opportunity. Don't miss any opportunity because you don't know what you will find. Like if you don't try basketball, you don't know that you have a knowledge on that. If you only try cricket, you know that this is my things. But if you try other things, you will know that you will find the perfect thing for you. So I will say 18 years of me, try everything. And if you find a perfect thing from there, just go on that and work so hard. This is my advice.
That's brilliant. Do you think that now you're being a data scientist, I think it's one of the most sought in after skills in the world. Do you think you found the work where you enjoy, you love what you do?
I love my work, to be honest, but even I still now, to be honest, I can't say that I am in the perfect place. But because to be honest, from my childhood, I always wanted to work with the people, like add with the people, like working for the development of the people. I always wanted to do this, and inshallah, I will do it. I know that I have a plan for my life also.
I see.
So if I can do something for the people, like I start a startup. I always wanted to do a startup, and I start a startup because of not myself only. Because if you like do a company or do something big, you can help a lot of people. If you just do job or do something very little, you cannot help a lot of huge community. So I always wanted to work for the people and wanted to be with the people. So I think inshallah I will be there. Inshallah.
That's very good. Honestly, the first one to come here and say, I'm building a startup. So way to go. That's excellent. Way to go, brother. Inshallah,
Yeah,
you will go very far in this
inshallah.
project. I've invited data scientists in this podcast, but just for so that we envision if there is any notable difference in how you do it there. In a week, what are the most recurring tasks that you handle as a data scientist so that people can envision what you do concretely?
So mainly for my task is I actually dealing with Rakuten B2B data, so business to business data. So we have a lot of data analysts who, prepare all data for us, like, analysis and cleaning all those data. They're using some BI tools like Domo. So they give us those data and we build mainly models, like mainly machine learning models with using those data, like predicting, forecasting, this kind of things. So now I'm doing, like, we have a product called Rakuten Mobile. So a lot of people canceling Rakuten Mobile and others, some services. So we are trying to predict why people are leaving,
Very good.
why they are canceling. We are analyzing on those things and we are trying to make a machine learning model who will automatically predict how much people can leave and how much people can come, and this kind of system that we can, build our budget nicely and we can make our business more nicely. So mainly as a data scientist, we build the model with the data.
That's very interesting. What do you think are some of the most important soft and hard skills you need to really excel at as a data scientist?
First, you need to have a good programming skill. Any kind of programming skill. Maybe you can learn Python, and you have to learn, I think, SQL. You have some statistical analytical skill. You have to learn some, new tools, like, people are using TensorFlow, NumPy, Pandas, these kind of things, visualization things. This is one thing, you have to know it. And then second thing you have to know is business skill, some business skill, presentation skill. How can you present this nicely? If you are an engineer, sometimes you always need you always make something technically, but if you wanted to present it to the business people, sell this product, you need to make your presentation like a business way, so people can understand. They don't need to read the presentation things. People sometimes make the presentation with too much, text and these things. Try to make your presentation visualization. If people see like a movie, like a story, so learn this skill. And also communication skill, very important. Those kind of skill help you a lot in life. I will say that programming and technical skill is 50% in your success, 40% in your success, and 60% is how you present it.
Yeah.
So presentation is very important.
Honestly, I love your answers. One question is, I wanted to know, how has Islam, your faith, shaped your experiences, whether personal life or professional life? Maybe you can have an anecdote you can share with us. How has Islam influenced maybe one moment in your life, a beautiful event that happened or gave you strength in a particular challenge? That would be amazing.
Inshallah, I have actually a lot of experience, to be honest. Islam, how helped me. Actually, I have a lot of experience, to be honest. So what I am here, I think I don't have any skill, to be honest. I think may Allah help me always. Allah guide me where I am. My mom, my brother, my sister, everyone pray for me.
Yeah.
I believe that if you want to be successful, you need to impact other people's life by talking with nicely, by helping simple things, by giving a small water. Everything will help you in your life, in your real goal. When I see that, when I was in Bangladesh, I never think like that. I was thinking what I will do after my graduation. Maybe I will join normal company, normal things, normal do. But in my life, I always try to help the people, my surrounding, my mothers and other things. So I got a lot of small kind of, dots, a small kind of dots in my life. So these small kind of dots make me a circle, actually. And this circle make me built by Allah, actually. This small circle was people prayer, my mom prayer, my sister. Maybe I give a water to other people. I got a small dot there. So I have lot of dots. So 100 dots makes me a circle. This circle Allah makes for me, actually. And He decide me where I am here, to be honest. So I always, when I have a very hard time, like I have lot of work pressure, lot of things, I always feel that I just think that, maybe Allah, I know a hadith, Allah gives you that kind of work what you deserve. Allah not give you that much of work which you cannot do. So when I have lot of pressure, I think that Allah give me that pressure because I can take this pressure maybe.
Yeah.
That's why He give me. What can you else find from this? This inspires me a lot. I have seen lot of Japanese people why they died. Lot of Japanese people do suicide. Why? They have a work pressure in this week, and Japanese people don't understand about they will go hell or heaven. They don't understand this. They understand shy. So they understand shyness. If I cannot do it, I'm embarrassed on my boss eyes. So they don't want to go Monday in the office because they will be embraced in their boss eyes and they just go for suicide. But we Muslim don't think like that. We think like this way, right? This is huge inspiration for me actually. So Islam helps me a lot. I am here for Islam and Allah also, for Allah only and nothing else. I am nothing, but everything gives me Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
God bless you. Hey, this was an amazing answer, brother. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And it's interesting how you came up with this huge answer in like a blink of a second. He was not aware of my question, but I found it was very beautiful. And thank you so much for sharing this with us, dear Nizam. As I told you before, and this is my last question, we have this tradition where we pass along a question. Could you share with us a question that we can share with our next guest, inshallah?
What mistake did you done in your life and what you learned from that mistake?
Thank you so much, Nizam. Nizam, jazakallahu khairan. Arigatou gozaimasu, which is the only word I know.
Though Itashimase, brother, and jazakallah khair for this kind of initiative. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Brother, you are an amazing guy. God bless your soul, honestly. Such a smiley, positive guy, honestly. Thank you so much for accepting to be here. I just want to tell the audience, Nizam has accepted that I can join his LinkedIn profile on the description of the show notes. So if you seek any advice, you can reach out to our brother Nizam. Nizam, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the show, an honor. Thank you so much for accepting to be here. Jazakallahu khairan.
Thank you so much, brother.
It was a pleasure, brother. Assalamu alaikum, Nizam, and assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Wa alaikum assalam.
That's all for today's episode, guys. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you have any feedback or suggestion for future episodes, please reach out to us on our social media channels. And don't forget, please, to subscribe, rate, and review our show on your favorite podcast platform. This would really help us a lot. Until next time, well, stay inspired, stay curious, and keep changing the game.